We're in Cozumel. Oh, that hurts. Welcome back to my family's 7-day cruise on the Royal Caribbean, Liberty of the Seas. Hashtag not sponsored. Today we have a snorkeling adventure planned in sunny, beautiful Cozumel, Mexico. And we don't know it yet, but this snorkeling adventure is going to be a little bit more of an adventure than we realized. I'm a little confused about what's going on. Really creepy. But first, it's time to pack.
Are you taking Scaif?
I'm taking Scaif.
Yeah.
So we have to explain Scaif.
Yep.
Scaif is a very fancy camera bag.
The Gucci of camera.
The Gucci of camera that we got at a very fancy store. I like this thing because it looks like a kid's lunchbox, so no one's going to steal it. But in reality, it's collapsible. It's got lots of storage. It's padded. It's perfect for the job. Now, why do we call it Scaif? That has been the subject of a debate around here. Okay, wife, show me some of your find at Goodwill.
Look at me.
You got a mesh
Got a
backpack.
mesh backpack so that we can carry our snorkel gear.
And
And then I got a fanny pack because Ethan took my fanny pack.
it's good that you picked something that's camouflaged.
Yeah. I mean,
never
it's very
see it.
discreet. Very
Totally.
discreet.
Totally.
You are now going to be
This is it. This is where the controversy began.
Scaif.
There's a name on it?
This used to be Scaif's lunchbox.
Scaif?
Do you think that's Scaif? I think it was Scaif's lunchbox.
Scalf? Okay, so from now on, you guys call me Scalf. It's easier than changing the name on the
I
lunchbox.
think this used to be Scaif. I want to call you Scaif.
You see that look? A wise man would have given up at this point. Will you settle an argument for us? I am not a wise man, Jenny. What do you think that this says? Never bring another woman into a marital conflict, even if she agrees with you.
Scout?
Woohoo! Never scoreboard your wife. Never scoreboard your wife. Never scoreboard. She says Scalf. Oh, I'm gonna pay for that. You're going with Scalf. Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. She says Scalf. All right. Settled. It was a cold ride back to the hotel, and the rain didn't help. With the cruise only one day away, I was desperate to make things right. I started grasping at straws. What if it's backwards? What if it's like flax? If you spell it backwards, it's flax. We could call it flax. Flax back. We call it backwards flax. Black flax. Sadly, Gladys had already moved on. In fact, she'd already managed to replace all my income from YouTube.
When you look inside, I got a 10-cent discount out of it.
Oh my gosh, it's the gift that keeps on giving.
Right.
Just like the YouTube algorithm. That night, we slept in separate sides of the bed, and I woke up hopeful that we had moved on until... So did you look up Scaif?
I did. So, a Scaif or Scaif is a polishing wheel infused with a mixture of olive oil and diamond dust used in the diamond cutting industry.
So how do you say it?
I'm guessing a Scaif, but I like the name Scaif better.
So with our gear packed in our lunchbox camera bag, whose name shall not be mentioned, we headed off for our snorkeling adventure. It's worth noting that this was booked locally, like we always do it, because it's cheaper, about half the cost of going through the ship, and we've never had an issue before. This is Yvonne. He booked our excursion 3 weeks ago on a boat called the Grandmother. He said he would meet us here, and he did. Everything seems fine, except the grandmother's already gone. They invited us to sit down, which was fine. We were an hour early and didn't think anything of it. So we're here a little early. We're going to wait for the rest of our crew to show up, and then we're going to go out on the Grandmother. At least that's what we thought. Woohoo! I used the downtime to capture some of these epic cinematic images. I think it's important not to waste time because once the moment is lost, it's gone forever.
You got the eye?
Yeah, would this bother you?
No, not at all. Not at all.
At this point, we started to suspect something was off. So there seems to be a little bit of a communication breakdown. Fortunately for us, I took Miss Winburn's Spanish class in high school, and I knew exactly what happened.
What happened?
I don't know. Yeah, we didn't know anything at this point, except that this person named Carla seemed to be trying to fix our problem, even though she worked for a completely different company and didn't have anything to do with creating the problem in the first place. So now we're in a van with a stranger who seems nice, but doesn't speak enough English to tell us what's going on either.
Hold on.
Trying to catch up with a boat, which seems like something you can't do in a van, and I'm still wondering how we even got here. How do we, if our tour didn't start till 10, we were here at 9:50.
She said that he basically runs his business differently than her. So he's a little bit more loosey-goosey about it, and she's a little bit more like specific as to when it comes and goes so that she can get her clients back on the ship on time.
We get out here?
Yeah.
This doesn't feel like a place. All right. If you never hear from us again, last seen, Cozumel, Mexico. Yeah, this definitely doesn't feel right. I've seen this movie before. It doesn't end well. Okay, we're following a guy that doesn't speak English, so we don't know, down a back alley where we can't see anybody else. This could get really creepy. Or it's just a shortcut to the beach. So just to put some perspective on this, despite hamming it up for the video, we were never in any danger. Cozumel's incredibly safe. In fact, probably the biggest danger for tourists is the tap water. The big problem we had today is the communication sucked, and it almost cost us our snorkeling trip. To this day, I still don't know all the details, but what I do know for sure is Yvonne from Azul Cielo Tours booked us on a snorkeling vacation in a glass-bottom boat 3 weeks ago, and when we showed up, he didn't have it. And that would have been a bummer, but thank goodness Carla Blanco from Snorkel Adventure Cozumel, check them out, not sponsored. She stepped in and saved our trip, and I'm so glad she did, because it would have been a bummer to miss this. It was awesome. This was an absolutely fantastic snorkeling trip. Palancar and Columbia Reefs are beautiful, and seeing them up close and in person should be on everybody's bucket list. It was one of those awesome experiences you never want to forget. And I'm really glad we got to share it with this guy.
Oh no, you have it on video.